Alright, so we got the 1128 spoilers, and we are being introduced to the Sun God. Yes, that's what it says in these spoilers. We are meeting the Sun God, or should I say the Straw Hats are meeting the Sun God, and he seems to be a scary individual who they are just straight up running from, actually. But before I get into that, let me just quickly go over what had happened in the previous chapter, because it's kind of important. So we saw Nami and Usopp wake up in Elbaf. They were encountered by like these giant bees at first, then I guess like a hedgehog. Then after the hedgehog, a giant cat that has like a crown, and it can also transform. But Nami like hits the hedgehog with some lightning from Zeus, and that's able to stop it, but it's not able to stop the cat, who's pretty strong for some reason. I guess it's like the cat of the Sun God, who we're going to be talking about here. You know, because it has like a crown, so it's kind of special, I suppose. And it's strong. I mean, it destroys Usopp in this chapter, which is hilarious. As we knew, this was not going to be Usopp's arc. Then he eventually like knocks them outside of this Lego castle thing, and then transforms into like a lion. And Nami and Usopp think that they're done at this point until Zoro, Sanji, and Luffy show up and take care of business. And that's pretty much where the previous chapter ended. The original gang all back together here, and there was a big theory as to all of this being like an illusion. Like, is the monster trio here just one big illusion? Is Nami not actually seeing them? And coming from these spoilers, I'm going to say they are real. I don't think that this is an illusion, although there is a big illusion, but I just don't think it's the monster trio. So the Straw Hat crew arrives at what they believe to be a giant village, only to discover that the residents aren't giants at all. They're just regular humans. The entire kingdom is revealed to be an illusion. Just as a toy box is set inside a massive room, the giant who created this toy box is known as the Sun God. The Straw Hat crew smashes through a wall, only to find Chopper outside. The Sun God enters the room, an enormous giant with a deer skull atop his head, only to find the Straw Hat crew in the middle of their escape attempt. The chapter ends with the Straw Hat crew racing away on the giant cat from the previous chapter, while the Sun God charges after them in hot pursuit. Please wait for the full summary of officials before deciding if the chapter is mid or not. Okay, yeah, so as Pew says here, I think this is a very small portion of the chapter, because there's no way that 19 pages just take up all of this. So hopefully if we get the full summary tomorrow, there will be a lot more to talk about, but let's break this down. So like I said, it seems like the Straw Hats are real. They are not illusions, but the entire kingdom apparently is an illusion. I don't know if it's the entire kingdom or if it's just the Lego stuff, because, you know, that would mean that Yggdrasil, the giant twisting tree there, would be an illusion as well, and I don't think that's the case. I just think it's whatever we see as Lego, which in the previous chapter is nearly everything. Like, they're in the Lego portion of Elbaf, and as we speculated about before, this seems absolutely to be a devil fruit, because it says the entire kingdom is revealed to be an illusion just as a toy box set inside a massive room. The giant who created the toy box is known as the Sun God. So that is the devil fruit. They have like the toy box no me, or the Lego no me. They're not going to say Lego, that's trademarked, but you know what I mean. So this kind of reminds me of Montior's book Devil Fruit, where he can like do book stuff, you know? And then I guess it can manifest a giant illusion of what he creates, possibly. But first, let's talk about the sponsor of this video, Extra Wallet. So if you've been following my channel for some time now, you'll know that I love the Extra Wallet. I've been using it for almost 4 years now. In fact, Extra is one of the first sponsors that we've had on the channel. And the main reason I love Extra Wallet is because it's super slim and it has quick card access. That's right, it has a trigger mechanism that pops up your card. Like I said, I've been using this for almost 4 years now, and it still never gets old. Extra also has its new Card Holder Pro. It lets you hold 2 extra cards and their new Finder card. And speaking of the Finder card, it's an ultra slim rechargeable tracking device that pairs with Apple Find My, allowing you to track your wallet and other belongings with ease. You can also ring your Finder card from up to 300 feet away. Extra also has this incredibly aesthetic money clip to hold all of your loose cash. Also, now's a great time to get your trackable wallet because of Extra's fall sale, where you're gonna get 25% off of trackable wallets, and if you use my code Zhoniin1, you'll get an additional 5% off. So altogether, that's up to 30% off. Thanks, guys. Now, let's get into the real important stuff here, like who is the freaking sun god, and I think it's pretty clear at this point that it's Loki, right? So it was revealed way back in Thriller Bark that Lola, the daughter of Big Mom, was originally quote unquote given to the Elbathians by Big Mom for her to marry their prince Loki. And she didn't want him, so that kind of ruined whatever kind of chance Big Mom had of making things right with the Elbathian or the Giants. And that's how we knew that Loki was a thing and that he was definitely going to come back into the series later on. And here he is. Now, why does this make me think it's Loki other than him being mentioned early on and that he was going to be like a big deal in the Elbaf arc? Well, it's because of the illusion stuff. That's like Loki's thing. You don't even have to be too big into the core Norse mythology here. If you just follow the MCU, you'll know that Loki is an illusion guy, because that Loki is also based off of Norse mythology. So this has to be freaking Loki, the Prince of Elbaf. Or, I don't know, at the time he was referred to as the Prince. It's possible he could be the king now. You know, a lot happens in 2 years in the One Piece world, but we'll just say Prince Loki for now. It's very likely he's going to have a brother by the name of Thor here, so look out for that. But why does he call himself the Sun God? I assume this is a faux title. He is not literally the Sun God. I think he's just calling himself that because he thinks it's like a cool title to have, I guess. Because we know that the Giants worship the Sun God. That's like their thing, right? And as far as I know, or what has been implied throughout the series, is that the Sun God, or the idea of it, gave birth to the devil fruit. And then Joy Boy, whoever that was, ate the sun god Nika devil fruit and then, you know, became that. So that means that that devil fruit possibly specifically came from the hopes and dreams of the people from Elbaf, which I think will be revealed in this arc. But let me know what you think about these early spoilers in the comments, guys. And if you liked the video, please give it a like and please subscribe if you haven't already. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.